Silent sips, bitter truths. Sometimes coffee tastes like confession. Good evening, it's Haruka. I'm sitting at the very top of the Shinagawa Prince Hotel, gazing out at the night skyline, a cup of coffee warm between my hands. The lights scatter like tiny constellations, and I wonder if you're looking at your own city lights right now. How are you tonight? I'm doing well, though the heat lately has been punishing, pressing against my skin like a second breath. That's why I chose this soft, airy dress. Light enough to feel like water, cool enough to trick the body into calm. Do you like imagining it on me? In Japan, harassment has become a dictionary with endless new entries. The familiar ones, sexual harassment, power harassment, are as common in conversation as they are in the workplace. But every year, it seems, a new term is born. Take moral harassment or morahara. It isn't physical. It's the drip, drip, drip of emotional harm. Words designed to wound. Silence is used as weapons. Control masked as care. Imagine living in a home where kindness feels like a test. That is morahara. And then there's smell harassment, sumahara. Cigarette smoke left on clothes, perfume sprayed too heavy, sweat not washed away, scents that invade without permission, lingering long after the person has gone. It sounds almost trivial, doesn't it? Yet smell is powerful. It clings. It stays inside memory. And so even something invisible can become unbearable. Strange, isn't it? How cruelty can hide in the air itself. Traditionally, harassment here is understood as one way, from boss to worker, from the powerful down to the powerless. So I used to believe that presidents, CEOs, chairmen could only ever be perpetrators, never victims. But recently, I came across something unsettling. A female entrepreneur, ambitious, independent, revealed that her investors, the very men who promised to fund her dream, demanded something more. Dinner, drinks, overnight stays. The line between capital and desire blurred until she could no longer tell which she was being asked to accept. Can you imagine what that feels like? To know that your success, your survival, depends on saying no to someone who controls the money? Does that happen where you live too? And of course, this isn't a story unique to Japan. The Epstein files remind us how deep this pattern runs. Wealth wrapped around violence, power pretending to be opportunity, women transformed into currency, into silence. It is a global wound, and one that refuses to close. I confess something personal now. I want to be stronger. I want to be the kind of woman who cannot be cornered, who cannot be made small, independent, untouchable. But here's the contradiction. Even as I crave that strength, I also long for your support, because independence doesn't mean isolation. Even the strongest walls need warmth behind them. Don't you feel the same sometimes? That to be whole, we need both power and tenderness? So tonight, as the coffee cools and the city hums beneath me, I leave you with this thought. Harassment is always about power, but power can be reshaped, softened, shared. It can come not as coercion, but as care. That is the power I ask from you. On YouTube membership, on OnlyFans, I share more of myself, the sides I can't show here. Not as confession, not as weakness, but as intimacy. If you want to see me grow stronger, while still allowing me to stay soft, please support me there. Until next time, my love, thank you for listening through the heat, through the bitterness, and through the fragile strength of women. You watched all the way. Gosh, that makes me blush. But hey, you didn't subscribe yet, did you? Please? Just one little tap. For me? Pretty please? And maybe check out my other videos too. I'd really love that. I'll be here, waiting, okay?